Hashtag is News Desk. Be sure to talk to us. We shall be sampling some of your views within this news broadcast now. Families of last year's Gen Z protest victims gathered at the August 7th Memorial Park in Nairobi to demand for accountability and justice for their kin. The families urged members of the public to turn out in numbers on June 25th for a peaceful commemoration of their children. Let's listen in.
A minor and advocate of the High Court of Kenya, and here specifically standing in solidarity with the families and friends of those who lost their lives in the demonstrations held on 25th June 2024, popularly branded the Gen Z Maandamano End of Revolution. In light of the tragedy that befell our comrades, our beloved patriots and their families, we have vowed not to easily wish away the tragic happenings of June 25th, 2024. It is in this spirit of remembrance that we, in full observance of our country's law, issued a notice to the relevant authorities on 13th June 2025 of our intention to hold a peaceful prayer meeting, assembly and march on 25th June 2025. Despite having camped at the Kenya Police Service offices, specifically at the Central Police Station for a whole day, the same was not officially acknowledged by those who hold the offices therein. Our spirit not relenting, we continued to push for acknowledgement of the said notification, and although not in the way envisioned and not in conventional means, we finally received confirmation of receipt from the Regional Police Commander, Mr. Seda, on 18th June 2025, via a press briefing he issued that night. Proceeding on with the statement, as the families of the young Kenyans who were brutally and unlawfully killed by police during the Gen Z protests last year, we issue this statement with heavy hearts, but with unwavering resolve. We appreciate that the police, through the Nairobi Regional Police Commander, have publicly confirmed the receipt of our notification of a peaceful protest and commemoration of our children, friends, and relatives that will be held on Wednesday, 25th June 2025. This day will not only mark the memory of our murdered sons and daughters, but it will also be a bold public stand against the continued impunity of those who took their lives. It is a call for truth, a cry for justice, and a sacred act of collective remembrance by those left behind to pick up the shattered pieces of their lives. Our children, our friends, our brothers, our sisters were not criminals, and most certainly were not prisoners. They were not armed and did not pose any threat to national security. They were young citizens exercising their constitutional right to assemble, protest, and demand for better, fairer, freer, and a more equal Kenya. They were hopeful, they were courageous, they were determined. However, the state met their voices with violence and their dreams with death. What was supposed to be a peaceful protest became a scene of terror. Mothers received phone calls that they never expected. Fathers and brothers identified bodies in morgues when they should have been welcoming their children home. Some of these families still live with unanswered questions. Some have never received any explanation from the authorities to date. This being the state of affairs, all of us as Kenyans live with trauma that the state has refused to acknowledge, much less repair the damage that was occasioned as a result of their actions. This is why on Wednesday, 25th June, we will work together as families, as Kenyans, as brothers, as citizens, as a nation in mourning, but also in pursuit of justice. This will be a peaceful protest, assembly, march, and gathering grounded in love and memory and not in violence. We are urging all Kenyans who will join us to remain peaceful, disciplined, and united, even as we demand answers and accountability. Let this not be mistaken for weakness. Our grief gives us strength. Our tears give us clarity. And we will not accept anything less than justice for our children. We will not retreat until the truth is told and those responsible are held to account.
Now, the Anglican Church of Kenya has come out to